Good day, everyone. Together with my group, we will be discussing a crucial aspect of education, supporting diverse learners who face unique challenges. In every classroom, there are students whose needs extend beyond academics due to social emotional disorders, chronic illnesses, difficult life circumstances, or cultural backgrounds, such as those from indigenous communities. Each of these learners brings their own experiences and challenges, which can impact their ability to fully engage and thrive in the school environment. As educators, it's vital that we recognize and understand these unique needs to create supportive, inclusive spaces where every student can succeed. We'll be outlining different types of learners in these categories, discussing the characteristics of each, and sharing practical strategies that we can implement to ensure all students receive the empathy, resources, and guidance they need. Let's explore how we can make our educational practices as inclusive and supportive as possible.
Good day everyone. On the first part of our assigned topic, I will discuss the several common social-emotional disorders that are often experienced by some of our students. The first one is the emotional behavioral disorder or the EBD. This refers to a condition in which individuals struggle to regulate their own emotions and exhibit a persistent patterns of disruptive or challenging behaviors. These behaviors may include aggression, defiance, impulsivity, or difficulty in forming a positive relationship between peers and adults. Learners with EBD often face challenges in academic settings due to their difficulties in self-control and emotional regulation and social skills. Educators working with learners with EBD can employ strategies to create a supportive environment and promote a positive behavior. These strategies may include implementing structured routines, clear expectations, and behavior management plans, and other services that can help learners develop their coping skills and improve their social-emotional well-being. Next is the anxiety attacks, or also known as the panic attack. These are the intense episodes of overwhelming fear or anxiety. This attack can manifest with physical symptoms such as rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, trembling, and feeling of impending doom. Learners experiencing anxiety attacks may have difficulties in participating in daily activities such as attending schools or engaging in social situations. Educators can support learners experiencing anxiety attacks by creating a safe and calm environment. This involves providing opportunities for breaks, offering relaxation techniques, and implementing strategies to reduce stress. It is also important to encourage open communication, establish trusting relationship, and implementing individualized accommodations can help alleviate anxiety triggers. Next is the depression. Depression is a mental health disorder characterized by a persistent feeling of sadness, loss of interest, and lack of motivation. Learners with depression may experience difficulties with concentration, low self-esteem, and a sense of hopelessness. These symptoms can significantly impact their academic performance and their overall well-being. Educators can support learners with depression by fostering a compassionate and understanding classroom environment. This may involve regular check-ins, providing opportunities for expression through art or writing, and offering encouragement and positive reinforcement. And it is also important to collaborate with mental health professionals and their families.
Good day, everyone. So, the fourth social emotional disorder is what we call the obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a condition characterized by intrusive thoughts or obsession and repetitive behavior or compulsions that individuals feel compelled to perform. Learners with OCD may experience anxiety and distress when they are unable to engage in their compulsive behavior. These behaviors can significantly interfere with their academic performance and social interactions. Educators can support learners with OCD by providing structured and predictable learning environment. This may involve establishing routines, providing visual schedules, and offering support during transitions. So the fifth and the last socio-emotional disorder is what we call the bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a mental health condition characterized by extreme mood swings, ranging from episodes of elevated manic states to depressive states. Learners with bipolar disorder may experience difficulties with emotional regulations, impulsivity, and maintaining stable relationships. These mood swings can disrupt their academic performance and social interactions. Educators can support learners with bipolar disorder by implementing strategies that promote emotional regulations and stability. This may include providing a consistent routines, offering opportunities for self-expression through art or writing, and teaching coping skills for managing mood fluctuations.
The first chronic illness is asthma. Asthma is a chronic respiratory condition characterized by inflammation and narrowing of the airways, leading to symptoms such as wheezing, coughing, and difficulty breathing. Students with asthma may experience periodic flare ups triggered by allergens, exercise, or environmental factors. The second chronic illness is diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic condition characterized by high blood sugar levels due to the body's inability to produce or effectively use insulin. Students with diabetes may require careful monitoring of their blood glucose levels, insulin administrations, and adherence to dietary guidelines. Third is epilepsy. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder characterized by recurrent seizures. Seizures may vary in type and severity, and students with epilepsy may require specific accommodations to ensure their safety and well being. Lastly, we have allergy. Allergies, especially severe allergies like food allergies or insect venom allergies, can have a significant impact on a student's well being and safety. Exposure to allergens can lead to severe allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, which is a life threatening emergency.
Next is learners in difficult circumstances. Learners in difficult circumstances face various challenges that can significantly impact their educational experiences and overall well-being. Here are some examples of learners in difficult circumstances. Number one is living in remote areas. Learners living in remote places may face unique challenges such as limited access to education resources like books, computers, and other learning materials, making it hard for them to get the information they need. Lack of infrastructure such as road and electricity, and geographical isolation. These challenges can affect their ability to receive quality education. Number two is victims of war. Children who are victims of war or have experienced armed conflict may face significant physical, emotional, and psychological trauma. Displacement, loss of loved ones, and disruption of educational are common. Schools may be damaged or unsafe. They may also experience trauma from the violence, making it difficult to focus on their studies. Wars affect both their safety and their ability to learn. Number three is products of broken family. Learners come from broken families where they may be divorced, separated, separation, or other family disruptions may experience emotional distress and instability. Children may feel sad and stressed, which make it hard to focus on schoolwork. They might have deal with family conflicts, leading to less stability and routine in their lives. These learners may struggle with feelings of abandonment, confusion, and difficulty in managing their emotions.
Good morning, everyone. I am Via Kamara Daron, and for the continuation of the learners in difficult circumstances, we have here the number 4, or the street children or children from impoverished family. These children often face significant economic and social challenges. They may lack access to basic necessities, including education, and may be exposed to unsafe environment or exploitative situations. Educator can support street children or children from impoverished families by advocating for their rights to education and working with community organization or NGOs that specialize in supporting these populations. Providing access to basic needs like food, clothing, and hygiene facilities can help create a conducive learning environment. Offering flexible learning opportunities and vocational training programs that cater to their specific needs can empower these learners to break free from the cycle of poverty. The fifth and the last one is the victims of abuse. Learners who are victims of abuse, whether physical, emotional, or sexual, may experience significant trauma that affects their overall well being, including their ability to learn and engage in the educational setting. Educators should prioritize the safety and well being of the learners who are victims of abuse and ensure that appropriate reporting procedures are followed. Collaborating with child protection services, local workers, or counselor is crucial in addressing the immediate needs for these learners. Creating a supportive and nurturing environment, implementing trauma informed practices, and providing access to counseling or therapy services can help support their healing processes and educational development.
And now I will be discussing about learners from indigenous groups. Learners from indigenous groups often face unique challenges and have specific educational needs that should be taken into consideration to ensure their educational success and cultural preservation. Here are some important considerations when working with learners from indigenous groups. Number 1. Respect for the cultural identity and heritage of indigenous learners is crucial. Recognize and value their language, traditions, customs, and knowledge systems. Incorporate indigenous perspectives, histories, and contributions into the curriculum to promote cultural relevance and inclusivity. We all know that it's super important to respect indigenous students' cultures. We need to appreciate their languages and traditions. Let's add their history and ideas to what we learn in school. This makes school better for everyone. Showing respect helps everyone feel welcome. Number 2. Employ culturally responsive teaching practices that acknowledge and incorporate indigenous learners' cultural backgrounds, experiences, and learning styles. This may involve incorporating traditional teaching methods, storytelling, oral traditions, and experiential learning opportunities that draw on indigenous knowledge and ways of knowing. Let's teach in a way that understands and uses indigenous students' cultures. We can use their stories and traditions in our lessons. Hands on learning that uses their knowledge is important. This helps them learning better because it connects to their lives. Respecting their ways of learner makes school better for everyone. Number 3. Engage with indigenous communities, families, and elders to build trust, establish partnerships, and involve them in decision making processes regarding the education of indigenous learners. Collaboration can lead to a more holistic and culturally appropriate educational experience. Let's work with indigenous families and communities. Building trust and partnerships is key. We should include them in decisions about their children's education. Working together creates a better learning experience for everyone. This makes school better for indigenous students. Number 4. Recognize the importance of indigenous languages and support efforts to preserve and revitalize them. Incorporate language instruction and cultural activities into the curriculum to promote language retention and cultural pride. Indigenous languages are really important. We should help keep them alive and strong. Let's add language learning and cultural activities to school. This helps students to keep their language and feel proud of their culture. Learning and celebrating languages is good for everyone.
Here is the continuation of learners from indigenous groups topic. We have number 5. Provide learners with materials, resources, and texts that reflect indigenous cultures, histories, and perspectives. This include engaging with indigenous literature, art, music, and media. Ensure that educational resources are accessible and appropriate for diverse indigenous communities. Number 6, create safe, respectful, and inclusive learning environment that promote a sense of belonging for indigenous learners. Address and eliminate any forms of discrimination, racism, or bias. Foster a climate of respect, understanding, and appreciation for diversity among all students. Number 7, integrate land based and experiential learning opportunities that connect Indigenous learners to their traditional territories, cultural practices, and local knowledge. This can include incorporating traditional ecological knowledge, engaging in outdoor education, and involving elders and community members in educational experiences. Lastly, acknowledge and address historical trauma and intergenerational impacts of colonization on Indigenous learners. Provide trauma informed support and resources to help address the social, emotional, and mental health needs of Indigenous students. That is all for our topic. Thank you so much for listening, and you have a good day.